Hey everybody, I told you I would do a cheese platter with you guys, so here we go. I know, girl, you don't have to say it. My hair looked like Hillary Clinton on one of those days she had to do her own hair. Okay, so aside from that, I decided that I was going to do this just, as I go. I'm not going to plan anything out. I'm not going to put up those cute little things like people do, the little keynotes to say like, #1, cheeses. I don't have time for that. And I'm putting on a dinner party tonight, so that's why I thought, oh, this is great. I've got all my stuff together. I've got cheeses and crackers and all that already set up. So I'm going to explain, this is a smaller dinner party. If this was a bigger dinner party, I would probably double the meat choices. I would have a larger cheese selection, obviously, and I would probably add bread along with the crackers. So since this is a smaller party, I'll tell you what I'm leaving out as I go. So anyways, I'm going to show you a few of the platters and trays that I like to use most of the time and what I like to put on them. This is one of my favorite pieces to serve cheese and meats on. It is a piece of, is this marble? I think it's marble. Yeah, I bought this when I was out on the coast, but you know what? When I came back from the coast, I saw them at Tuesday morning. But I think I got a better deal. But anyways, isn't that pretty? So this is nice to put meat and cheeses on because you can smear cheese all over this and it's not hard to get off of this. And it cleans up nicely. So I will probably use that tonight. I have a piece of this art glass and it's a very shallow little dish. I usually use this when I'm serving like a goat cheese because you can put a cute little goat cheese roll on this and then set the knife down beside it. Oh, it looks so cute. All right, decorative plates with pretty designs on them. These are nice to set like a wheel of cheese on. I like to use that because wheels of cheese are sometimes gooey and messy in the inside and you don't want to ruin some of your other dishes. Like this one. This is a piece of, I don't know if this is exotic wood or what, but look, it has the bark on the side. How cute is that? I think I got this one at World Market, yeah. And also at World Market, I got this gorgeous, look at this carved out bowl. I filled this with pieces of either baguette or I do 3 different crackers laid out in it. So I'll have like, like some water crackers, maybe something a little more interesting, like a really seedy cracker, and then like, just so you can see different colors of crackers. It's clearly defined that there are 3 different choices in the bowl. I like how that looks. So anyways, what else did I not show you? Oh, and I have some other little wooden bowls, but like I was saying, with messy, sticky, greasy cheeses, I recommend not using those wood items because they do tend to pick up oils. And stuff like this is beautiful and presents cheese as well and doesn't get destroyed. So, next is tools and cutlery. God, that's so noisy, right? Depending on what types of cheeses you are serving, it's nice to have things like a cheese plane, picks, knives, spreaders. This is just my personal collection. I think I got these these few in a set, but my favorite piece is the metal tongs. People love using these because if you have no tools set out that are like for picking things up, like this pick or these, people feel awkward when they come into your house. If they're not comfortable around you, they'll feel weird. They might not pick up anything off of your cheese tray because they're afraid of, oh God, she's going to see me using my fingers. And so that's why I like to give them options. Sometimes I put out, if I have things like, oh, that's one of the things I forgot to put out, olives. If I like olives or little finger things for picking up, sometimes I'll put out toothpicks and I'll stick a few in the dish or in a little cup next to my plating. So anyway, gotta have utensils. And I will normally put out some paper plates, little tiny ones like they're cute from like the party store. Not the party store, but I get them at like Tuesday morning or sometimes Cost Plus has cute ones and like the little matching napkins. I love those. So let's move on to cheeses. Tonight I am doing a slightly smaller edited version of my normal cheese plate. On a larger party, I love to do this. I love to do a baked brie. So I just buy a wheel of brie or camembert and I cover it in honey, just like I'll kind of like take the rind off the top. I'll fill like the little concave with honey and then I'll bake it in the oven till it's creamy in the center, and then I'll drop roasted pecans or walnuts on top of it. It's really easy, you guys. Google it. They show you how to do it online, and it's simple, it's gorgeous, and it looks absolutely stunning. You wouldn't believe the effect it has and how simple it is to do. So anyways, remember that, baked brie, look it up. Tonight I am just doing a smoked Gouda. This is one of my absolute favorites. You can get this anywhere, but I got this cute little wheel at World Market. I love picking up stuff there. And I got a Boar's Head creamy Havarti. These are both soft cheeses. It's just what my family likes. That's who's coming over for dinner tonight. My parents, my brother, my mother-in-law. So we're all soft cheese fans. My husband likes hard cheese, but he tends to avoid my cheese platters because he knows he'll fill up too much before dinner. So anyways, so I did soft cheeses tonight. Normally I would like to have like the brie, then a soft cheese in like a round, or I'll do a goat's cheese. And also I will do something like a hard cheddar in like in a little wedge. And that would just, oh, that's a perfect pairing right there. Okay, so soft cheeses tonight. For meats, since I love to be thrifty and careful about my purchases, because I know when I set out a big cheese platter and there aren't very many people, a lot of it usually doesn't get eaten and I end up having to like, you know, make sandwiches the next day with it. So this time, instead of buying that big pack of salami that always goes to waste, I went right to my deli and asked them to just slice me 10 little thin slices of salami. Hello. Instead of buying the giant $15 pack of fancy salami, I got this wonderful Boar's Head salami sliced thin. Guess how much 12 slices of it costs? 94 cents. Ugh, I know. I never like to compromise quality, but hello, this is Boar's Head salami. It is delicious, it is high quality, but I'm not buying huge quantities of it. Just letting you guys know my little tricks. So, anyways. You gotta have crackers or bread or something, and my favorite thing to do with that melted or the baked brie is to I'll buy a French baguette. I bought this the day before. I cut it up and I put it in a Ziploc because, hello, it goes stale like that if you leave it in the bag that the baguettes come in. I don't know why they don't seal those. Okay, so I have this. This is I'm using for dinner. I just thought I'd show you. I'm gonna make crostinis or whatever with it. So I'm not going to be serving the bread with this because, hello, no brie. And I'll show you some of the crackers I may be using tonight, or ones that I like to use most of the time. Now, everybody's favorite, these go like that, are these little wheat flour mini toasts. I don't know what it is about these, but maybe it's because they're so small and so crunchy and just so perfect with cheese. Everybody loves these. So I usually grab a couple boxes of these. You can get these at pretty much any grocery store, but I got these at World Market also. They were like $1.99 a box. I know. And they're everyone's favorites. Now my husband likes these because they're sweet and they practically taste like graham crackers, but they're whole wheat crackers by Cars. I like these, and these are great with like a really spreadable cheese, like a goat cheese that has a lot of zing to it because they're so sweet. It tastes good with something totally different. Or like a hard cheddar, I like it with that too. These are fun. I've been getting these at Fred Meyer, which is also called Kroger's, I think, on the East Coast. These are just a thin, very thin, I think you'll see them in the picture, a thin cracked pepper. These are cracked pepper flavor. They're just crisps. They're super thin and adorable, They don't have a ton of flavor, and they're great for like us calorie counters who want to just like, oh, a little bit of cracker, a little bit of cheese. So some people, I mean the ladies, they love these. Okay, I also have these Rain Coast Crisps. Now, other brands make crackers like this, but I'm going to show you these because they're so unique and so beautiful. They're not usually the most popular cracker on my trays, but people grab them up just because they have to try them. Look at these. Is that not stunning? I mean, it looks like a little piece of art. I know, and they usually have like little pieces of dried fruit and nuts in them. They're very crunchy. They're just weird, okay? And they look beautiful. That's why I use them, not because they're my favorite. But you know, visual things like this do a lot for a platter, and you really gotta not just please the taste buds with a cheese tray, you also have to be visually appealing. So that is where my next part comes in, where I'm going to show you some of the extras for the plates. Now, I always like to include fruit or something to kind of cleanse the palate or get you away from cheese and meat for a second, because just all cheese and meat offerings when you haven't eaten anything yet is a little like, ugh, it's heavy, it's fatty, it's weird, okay? So sometimes I will put like some dried apricots out or other dried fruits. And I like to do a fresh fruit. I will typically buy maybe like a grape. I like to get those weird grapes. They're like long and purple and funny looking. Oh, I don't like normal, just average green grapes. Ew, you'll never see that on my cheese tray. Never, never, never. If I can find something unique and odd, that is going to go like persimmons or these figs. This is what I got for today. Make sure that the fruit that you're offering is fresh and ripe. Do not ever put anything unedible on your, like, if I would have bought these like a week ago, they were green and they were not, you couldn't eat them, okay? I saw them at the store, I picked them up, they were unedible. And I've seen people put stuff on their trays like they buy pears thinking, oh, I'll use this the next day. You can't serve a pear that's not ripe. So either buy the fruit a week ahead so it has time to ripen for your party, or just buy it when it's ripe, or go to a farmer's market so you make sure you're getting ripe fruit. I mean, it's just not nice to pick up a piece of fruit or anything that's not ready to eat. Okay, so also on that note, to break up, you know, the taste of cheese and meat, I will normally buy like some nuts in bulk. I like the fancy roasted salted ones, but we have some people watching their sodium intake tonight, so I bought just raw almonds. I mean, everybody loves raw almonds, right? I know they need salt. Okay. I have a couple spreads because, one of the best things to add to a cheese platter is a spread. So you could do like a fancy mustard. You could do something like this red chili pepper spread. I got this, yeah, it's almost empty. No, it's half full. I got this at Costco. This is a really good one. There's another one that I really like that is a pepper jelly. It's by Tabasco. I can't remember. Somebody told me, oh, where did she say she got that? I think she got it at like one of those Walmart neighborhood markets. I think that's where we found that. God, it was good. It was good. It was one of the best ones I've had. Maybe you can buy it online. Tabasco. Okay, and then I found this bacon onion tapenade. I hope this is good. It sounds delicious, and I love going to restaurants that make their own bacon tapenade, but I picked this up at World Market, and I cannot wait to try it. Okay, so I think I've covered all the things. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I have it set up. I'm not going to do that right this second. I'm going to chill some wine. Now, wine and cheese pairings, you might be wondering. Yes, you can Google that stuff, people. For every cheese out there, there's like a recommended list of what wines to go with it. Now, in my own just average person opinion, I don't like doing really spicy, robust red wines with my cheese. I know some people think that that is just the thing to do with certain cheeses, but I think it just takes away, some of those wines are so powerful, they just coat your mouth and you're all kind of, you can't taste the cheeses and the crackers and the fruit to its full extent. My favorite thing to pair with my cheese trays are something like a fresh, crisp, zesty, like a Pinot Grigio. Doesn't have a whole lot of overwhelming flavors. It's almost like the tangy fruit flavors you're getting in your wine, and then that pairs really nicely with the meat and the cheese. I just think that's a good contrast. So, and a lot of the cheeses that I prefer to serve go best with white wine anyways. So I'm not somebody who serves a lot of like really rich cheddars and hard cheeses, which I think pair better with a red wine. But anyways, so I'm gonna get this set up and I'll take you a little like overhead peek at this, even though my party is not for, don't have my watch on, another hour and a half, but I'll just set it up and then I'll throw it in the fridge. All right, give me a second. All right, so my cheese and meat platter is all, I say platter, but I got a little table going on here. I always have fresh flowers at all of my parties. I just think it just adds another element of fresh and beautiful. I have stuffed jalapeno olives. Yum, those are amazing. I think I got those at Costco. This is my cracker bowl. Like I was showing you, I have the little breads, the fruit and nut crackers, and those little crisps I was showing you. Look at how thin and pretty those are. Aren't those just lovely? All right, I have some almonds and some dried apricots. I've got my bacon tapenade out. The salami is on its own dish with the tongs, so that you can easily lift up pieces of meat with these without, touching. And I want you to notice on the cheese board that, well, first of all, I have the figs out, but I also Benjamin, please don't whine. I started cutting the way, you should cut the cheese, but I didn't cut it all up because, first of all, you'll dry out your cheese while it's sitting there, and who knows, not talk, sorry. You don't want to have it all cut up and then have nobody eat it and wasted cheese. So just show your guests how to start cutting the cheese, and then you'll be better off. On the Havarti, you may notice that I had a big block earlier, right? I don't want to serve an entire block of cheese. That's just, it's overwhelming and makes people think too much food, and then they don't want to eat your cheese. So I cut it up in quarters, and I just put a quarter of it out, and I made a couple slices so they could see, how to slice the cheese. I know that seems like a little controlling, but trust me, it helps people get into the mood of serving themselves. So anyways, yeah, and then if you're keeping an eye on your cheese platter, you can see, oh, I'm serving a lot of Havarti, so I better go get the rest of that out of the fridge or another cube of it. So anyways, there you go. Doesn't that look delicious, y'all? Oh, I know. I want to dig in right now, but I need to put it away so that I can start making dinner. Oh my goodness, that was so easy and simple to do, and look at how beautiful and inviting that looks. I cannot wait for my guests to arrive. So after you have that simple little tray put together, all you got to do is pour yourself a glass of wine and wait for your guests to arrive. Thanks for coming by. Like this video if you liked anything about it, even if you just really like cheese, like the video. And subscribe if you haven't already, because hey, I'll be hanging out here later and I'll want some friends around, and you're just the person to do it. So I will talk to you later. Thanks for coming by. See you later, guys.